Hello again, everybody. Harry Box, the Tactical Trader at techtrader.com. It's Wednesday, the 15th of March. These are the charts of the day. Another difficult day, mixed session on Wall Street. Nasdaq did well, while the blue chips suffered a bit. It was one of those days. At the end of the day, they closed well. Let's see if tomorrow brings anything a little bit better. We're going to start off with show you some longs and shorts today. ASIN 2205 up 121 was up 5.8% today, but it looks to me like it's emerging out of a consolidation after the pullback following the breakout. So what we need to do is get this one over 23, and then you're looking at 25 and 29 as your next targets. Up next is drip with oil coming down. As I indicated, I thought it would. This one broke out of a base today. Ended up being a very good day trade. That and SCO, both on the run, both had a significant day technically, with increasing volume coming out of base patterns. I think in the SCO case, you can see 36.7. In the drip case, 20 and then 23. FSLY snapping back up support in the trend line, jumped from 13.19 to 14.86. Finished at 14.43, up 58 cents, a 4% gain. Nothing spectacular, but it looks solid, and OBV looks good too. So I think if we can take this declining tops out and have this be a 1, 2, 3 wave corrective, we can move back up to retest 17 and maybe get to 19 or better. PATH, explosive type day today, I believe, on earnings after hours. The stock went from 1387 to 1712, trading around 1343 as we speak after hours. But it looks like the base, the breakout and the pullback has resumed what I thought was going to be a pretty good swing trade. But you can see the 5-wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave corrective pullback, which actually tested secondary support and held. Now your targets are 18.5 and 22. Rdfn with a nice day today, engulfing pop, took out the declining tops line, and now I'm looking for a move up to the 10.5 range. ROIV, one of my top picks for the year, had a big day today, although it did back off for the most part. It held on to gains of 63 cents or 8%. But the volume of 6.8 million, one of the biggest volumes of the year on a breakout day, to me was important. I'm now looking to see if this can take out lateral price support right about where it closed or where the high was. And then we're looking at a 10.75 and 12. Red Robin's been acting great of late after having a good report. You can see it popped, pulled back and tested. Engulfing bar today, targeting 12.5 and 14. SMAR, Smart, had a good earnings report. It spiked from 41 to 45 and then consolidated. And ran up to test the key overhead resistance and lateral price resistance there. If we get through here, my target's 48.5 and then 53. I'll look at some shorts. Oil stocks looking pretty ugly. APA, after the bear flag formed a week and a half ago, rolled over and smacked down to the September lows. Closing at the low for the day or near the low, down, let's say 271 or 8%. I'm now looking for some consolidation in this zone and maybe a bounce, but ultimately if we break below 30, you have a stock in the mid-20s. CF rolled over hard last week and continues to drop, and now have a target at 67 and 64. Clearfield's getting crushed. In November, this stock was in the 135 range. Today, dropping another 342 or 7% to under 47. Now near the bottom of the channel and near price support, I'd be covering in this zone. COP, rising wedge, broke down and this stock rolled over and took out key support. And now may be headed to substantially lower levels. Next target, 87.88. CPRI also got creamed out of a bear flag, bear wedge. That tech trader short really worked well and quickly. It dropped from 50 to 40 very quickly. Your double bottom support is around 38. You may get a run down there. DINO in the Sinclair into the oil sector also broke key support this week. You can see support at 42, 41 zone would be your next target. DBN, that's also rolled over after forming a bear flag last week. Hammered from 56 and down to 44 just in a week and a half. It's now near key support and might bounce. EQNR, same thing here in the oil sector. Big, massive top, breakdown, snapback, failure, rollover, hard. EQNR might see something in the 24.5 zone. Fabrinet breaking a top pattern and price trend line support is now possibly headed to 108.9 and even 98.99. NFV in the oil sector also breaking a wedge and rolling over, bouncing back, but snapping back and failing. And now headed to the bottom of the channel. It appears in the 26.7 zone. Tech trader swing short Plexus got hammered for 304 today, or 3%, but you can see it's right on support. Should have break here. 86.7 is your next target. And finally, VTLE, formerly Laredo Petroleum, after failing at resistance and at the trend line at 56, has got hammered 14 points in the last week to 10 days. As you can see, the stock is now down near the bottom of the channel. My target ultimately, though, is 37.8. Let's look at some of the shorts as well as the longs that we're watching closely at techtrader.com. Good night, everybody.